hleketa fela, my bra. Hleketa fela. Just imagine. You are a man that has got no wife. And men who have got wives laugh at you. They call you impostor, a bachelor. They make fun of you like you're not cool, you're a boring character. Like myself. And then you find that the very same guy who was laughing at you, calling me impostor, calling me a bachelor, a man who's got no wife, who's lonely and pathetic, comes running to you like a bullet because he's been beaten up by his wife. She beat him and nearly killed him. He's even bleeding. What would you do if you're in my shoes? Trust me, I would laugh at that man. Just imagine, you make fun of someone for not having a wife or for being single. You make them look like a pop. Then the next thing, you come running to them, asking them for your assistance. It's even worse because if you're a man, you can't even go to the police to report that you're being beaten by your wife. The police will laugh in your face. The man came running. Hey, my wife, she nearly killed me just now. He was even bleeding. And for quite a number of years, I was suspecting that guy's wife was beating him, but he was just too proud because he was a player. He has got many girlfriends. So oftentimes the wife caught him with girlfriends and beat him up and dragged him to the house and beat him up there. He was not going to tell us. She didn't want to embarrass him, but she knew that when they're in the house, she'll deal with him accordingly. Now, just imagine if you're in my shoes, what would you do? I would laugh in your face like I laughed in his face. That how? Not. Just the other day you were laughing and you calling me important. Now you are beaten by your wife. Now you are coming running to me. I even know a man who lost his eye because of his wife. Yes, being married is good. Being in a relationship is good, but don't get arrogant. Because once you get abused by that person, you become a laughing stock. The man I'm telling you about even lost his eye. Him and his wife used to drink too much. The wife used to beat him up until he lost his eye. Just imagine. And the man was a handsome man. Just imagine. So what would you do if you're in my shoes? A man is busy making fun of you, calling you impostor, lonely, pathetic, and then he's moved by his wife. To me, it's just a comedy. And if you were to laugh at me and call me a bachelor, making fun of me, if you came to my house because you have been abused by your wife, I wouldn't even feel sorry for you. I'll laugh in your face. Even if I had nice food, I was eating chips with Kentucky, I won't even bother to give you nice food. I won't give you that. I'll just give you pap with water, just to put you in place so that you stop being arrogant, stop being chajarach. You laugh at people, the next day it's you. You find that the same people you are laughing at, you need their favor. So this should be a lesson. Don't get too arrogant. This is why I say power to men abuse. I'm a man, but I believe some men deserve to abuse. Power to men abuse. They get arrogant when they've got partners and you have no one. So it serves them right. Just imagine you are laughing at someone, then the next time you need them, you don't even know where to hide. You find that the man stays in a double-story house in a 5 million suburb, a suburb where the cheapest house could be 5 million. Then he comes running to me when I'm staying in my pathetic mukuk. Can you see this? I stay in this one room, pathetic one room, and only this toilet. Pathetic toilet. Imagine leaving a house worth 10 million and running to cook for cover because you are being abused. I laughed in his face. And I also remember my uncle, Imulans Soweto, told me that they used to drink with his friends, and one of his friends was being beaten by his wife. He was even banged with his wife. He was a short man, very short, and his wife was tall like a giraffe, just like me, tall and even reaching the roof. So the wife was abusing the man. And the other day, he was very late to go home. It was already after 8, and he was bound to go home because he knew that if he went home, his wife was going to murder him. And the other men were laughing at him that, you are scared of your wife. Just your wife is like, when you see a tiger, he was bound to go home because he knew he was going to get murdered. Then as he was sitting at the tavern, the wife came and he looked, and someone saw his wife through the window. And he got banged and even hit himself under the table. And the other man laughed as he was hiding under the table. Then the wife looked for him. She was very furious. Then she came and grabbed him under the table and dragged him home and went to beat him up home. And they remained laughing. Now, what would we not laugh if someone was busy calling him a bachelor? Now he's being murdered by his wife. It's very laughable. I would laugh in his face. Don't get too arrogant because you have got something that another person doesn't have. Because one day you'll need them. Power to men abuse. Amanda to men abuse. if they retaliate, arrest them. But if they're being abused, laugh in their face, just to take them off their high horses. I